Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, and if if you're thinking about things lately, you see that exams are not far away from now, right? And I really do hope you're practicing. Practice makes perfect. You do not want to treat the exams as practice itself. You may fail if you do so. So you might as well just practice now, and exams will be very easy that way. Okay, so today we are focusing on directed writing. Yeah, so directed writing here, you are going to have this one here. You'll be given a passage. You're going to be given a passage, and from this passage, you will have to pretend as if you were involved in whatever event is written in the passage. Whatever event is in the passage, you're going to have to pretend, or you're going to have to put yourself in that situation and write a letter. But in your case, you will have to write an article. Okay? So you're going to have to put yourself in that place. You're going to have to get into character and act as if you were involved in a situation. Yeah. Okay? For directed writing, you're given a passage. It's going to test your comprehension skills, your ability to understand, and ability to use information in your own way. Okay? So, yeah, you'll be given a passage and then the question itself. The question is going to give you points which you're going to focus on. So it's going to give you points which you have to focus on. Those points are the most important points. You should not wander off from what you asked to do. So the passage, and then you'll be given the points which you have to focus on. Right? For me, what I would like to do is I read the passage just to get the gist, and then I go to the question, and then, of course, I read the points, the bullet points, and then I read once again, and the second time I take the notes, right? So you have to take the notes, and the notes have to gravitate or have to focus on. They have to focus on only the points. I'll repeat here. This is a very important point, and I explained to you in class. Yeah. So you have to what? The points have to focus. The notes have to focus only on the bullet points. So it's only 3 bullet points. All right. All right. So the first, as I said here, the first part is the reading here. The reading. Okay. So the reading here. All right. The reading. Okay. So the reading here is the first point. You have to read. Yeah. You have to understand what the whole passage is all about, and you really need to understand it. All right. You need to immerse yourself into the article. It's very important for you to immerse yourself into the article here. As I told you, pretend as if anything else doesn't matter. The article here is the only thing that matters at that point, right? So immerse yourself in the article. You need to delve deep into the article and understand it, and try to understand what the whole article is all about. The passage is all about. And then, of course, when you've done that, you go to the question itself. Number 2 is that you go, so rather, go to the question. So here, oh, okay. So you go to the question. So the question has what? Has about 3 points. So you have 3 points. So you have 3 points here. 3 points, 3 bullet points. You have to focus on those ones, those 3 bullet points rather. Focus on those 3 bullet points. Don't wander off. Don't focus on anything else here. And then, as I told you, you have to pretend as if you are part of the event that's taking place. And very often, you ask to be the main persona in that passage. You ask to pretend as if you're the main persona in the passage. And then, of course, you have to write the notes. The notes, where they're going to come from? The notes, as I told you, they're going to come from what? They're going to come from the 3 bullet points, right? From the 3 bullet points. And then you have, after that, you do have the notes, right? Notes here. The notes. You do have notes. So the notes here, as I mentioned over and over again, they have to come from where? From the 3 bullet points, okay? 3 bullet points. You write as many notes as you can. So, for example, if you're giving about 350 words, what are you going to do? You're going to do 350 words, divide by the number of words that you've what? Or number of phrases or words that you've chosen here. Okay? And then after you've done that, you synthesize here. Remember, if you're, for example, if you're given an article to write, what do? You do not write like a copy paste kind of thing. You do not just copy paste stuff from the passage itself. You have to what? You have to synthesize with your own ideas. You have your own wordly experience here. The wordly experience or personal experiences that can also be used in writing the article. But you have to do it what? You have to do it cleverly, right? So it's more of expanding the notes. When you're expanding the notes, how do you expand them? You expand them using what? Your own personal experiences as well. But be careful here. Try not to write try not to divulge or go away far from the passage. Okay. And then when you've done that, of course, when you synthesize here, you also have to be realistic. Remember, if you're writing an article, it has to be believable here. It has to be as if the thing we're writing about is real. It's not, it has to be believable, simply believable. Okay? The person has to feel as if it really happened somewhere. Right? Very often you can write as if you're simply writing a fairy tale. And of course, there's some other tips. You have to use the first person here. So you have to use what? The first person. And so you are using the first person. What do you say? You are writing as if you're the one who's involved, isn't it? You're pretending to be the one who's involved. So you use words like I, we, etc., etc. So you're writing your account of this one, right? So you do have the handout I gave you last time. I hope you do, and also give you a sample answer, a specimen answer. And also, if you can check the system, you'll see that there are also some work for you to do. An example has been given to you. Please practice. Remember, if you don't practice now, then you are just preparing, or you're just practicing to fail. If you're not practicing for success now, then what are you doing? Make sure you practice. Keep on practicing, and A-star is possible. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you very much.